So in this video, I'm going to be using the Valentino brand, which you'll see in the title, to do my ombre set for the competition that Valentino's doing. So we'll see how it turns out, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, you guys, so for the most part, I'm not going to really talk too much throughout this video, but I will show the colors, and this is the Valentino 110. And this is the Valentino 111 from the Neon collection. And as you can see, I am only doing one hand. I was only doing one hand because of the competition, and I didn't want to take too much time trying to do both hands because I have other stuff planned for videos, and I wanted just to really take my time with this design and not have to focus on having two hands done, and then I take it right off and waste all that time. So I really just wanted to focus on the one hand. On each of the nails, some of them might not show it, but I clear capped all of them so that there was no staining from the colored acrylic. And then I proceeded to do the ombre. Now with the ombre, with this finger particularly, I'm still getting my camera angles down, you guys. Like, it's really difficult for me to like see the viewfinder from the camera from where I was at. And then I kept trying to pay attention to it. Then my acrylic was drying. I have this video sped up, but it was quite difficult. So if you see some lumps and bumps, just go on with it and it will be fixed at the end. A lot of times with the ombre is I usually like to put on my color first. Then I use wetter beads to actually transition the color into each other. So that's what I found worked for me. You can always play around with it for yourself because sometimes I need drier beads depending on the color. Sometimes you need wetter beads depending on the color. It's just one of those things that there's no right or wrong way to do ombre. And then I got as close as I could to the cuticle, trying to make sure that the color did not run into my cuticles because that is like one of my pet peeves. I cannot stand that, but I have to have it super close. So if I go out of the camera view, I'm so sorry. Next video that I do, I'm going to try really hard to change my camera angle and actually do an overview camera instead and see if that makes a difference, especially if I'm working on my own nails, because working on other people, it's a lot easier for me to have the camera angled at people, but on myself, it's a lot more challenging because it's like already awkward as it is to work on your hands, and then to have to like adjust it for the camera as well. It's a whole nother ballgame. Okay, so now onto the next finger. I used 123, and then also I used the previous color of orange from the Neon collection. And once again, I just clear capped it with my crystal clear. Now, with this finger, I actually made a mistake, which I'll mention again at the end of this video, but originally this one was supposed to be the opposite way I did it. It was supposed to be pink first, then orange. But my husband was in the room. I was distracted. He was playing with the cat. So every time I realized it, I was pretty much done with this finger. So what I end up doing with this finger, as you'll see, is obviously the pink was supposed to be first, but I put it that way. I end up actually adding purple at the end of it to make it a 3 ombre instead of a 2, and that way the middle finger was cohesive with the index finger as along with the ring finger. So that's pretty much what I did. I really like this pink though. I really do feel like this pink is a really good one to ombre. Overall, this collection is pretty easy to ombre into each other, to do them thin. Sometimes I feel like when certain colors, you kind of have to keep building up and you just don't get that opaqueness that you're looking for. But with Valentino, I don't find that being an issue at all. So I love it. But at some point, I do realize I made the mistake after I'd completely put the orange on. Even though it was a pretty transition and I was happy with it. And then I was like, no. It's so frustrating. I was so annoyed with myself at this moment because I'm like, these are my competition nails and it's so frustrating. So that is that. And then at this point is when I'm trying to fix what I did, and I was kind of irritated, so I didn't really care about the ombre as much. So I added, even though I barely showed it for some reason, I added 170. I can't remember what collection this is, but that's the beauty of them being numbered. So at this point, I was like, okay, well, I better focus on getting this ombre in here before I focus on the orange. So, yep, I was pretty frustrated. I was like, goodness gracious, trying to make it work. Okay, so now we move on to the next finger, 163 and then 112. I think 163 is from the Ocean collection and then 112 is from the Neon collection. So at this point I had already clear coated it. I just skipped forward. I don't remember why, but I did. And I just ombre the two colors together. So it's pretty self-explanatory. And then lastly on my thumb, I used the same green and then I used 111 again. And I just applied these two colors to my thumb after I clear coated it. Okay, so here are the nails before they have been encapsulated, and these are the nails after they've been encapsulated. I don't show on camera me filing them or drilling them because it's just too much work, and I thought it'd be quicker this way, and I can always do that in a separate video. So these are the completed nails. I hope you guys like them. As you can see, I was pointing to the orange because that was my mistake. But yeah, I hope you guys really like them. I'll include some clips at the end so that you're able to see those, what the nails look like completed, as well as the pictures I entered into my entered in for the contest for Valentino. So yeah, I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.